the same levels. They are completely remade, completely different. In this video, I'm kind of just going to be doing like a, not so much of a let's play, and not so much of like a showing you guys of like what the game is about, but just sort of me playing the game. So if you guys enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you guys like it, I'll do more of these. If not, it might just be a 1 and done series, but I really wanted to do one of these for you guys so badly because this is a game I've been very much excited for. I grew up on the first Lego Star Wars game. It was probably one of my first PS2 games that I really heavily enjoyed, and I can't wait. So, as you can see, you can actually start out with the beginning of every saga. So you can play Episode 4, or you can play Episode 7, The Force Awakens, or you can play Episode 1. Those are the only unlockable stages at first, but I am obviously going to be doing from Episode 1 first. And maybe one of my favorites, the most underrated Star Wars movie, The Phantom Menace, which is super exciting. So again, if you guys like this, make sure you give this video a little like, and I guess a comment down below your favorite Star Wars movie. Comment down below if you played this game, your opinions on it, how cool it looks, anything like that would also be appreciated. So, yeah. I know that these are going to be like voice acted sort of cutscenes, so maybe I'll show you guys a couple of the newer cutscenes as well, because it's kind of cool, like the voice acting and stuff, and sort of the legendary intro. That's pretty sick. They do that at the start of every at the start of every I guess chapter, you could say, every episode, you could say. But yeah, as you can see, it's basically just like the movies, with obviously the classic Lego comedy, which I really actually love. It's really cheesy, really corny when you play these games, but they're silly for a reason, and I actually really like the sort of like comedic aspect they put on this game. It's kind of childish, but in like a funny way, you know. So it's basically just oh man, that Obi-Wan voice actor actually sounds pretty good. But it's basically just the complete story of Episode 1, just sped up by like times 50. And that's something I really noticed while playing this game, is that, wow, it's fast. It's really fast paced. The story is extremely fast paced. So you kind of have to like obviously know the story already, but the best part about this game is definitely the gameplay. And the gameplay is amazing. I mean, first of all, look how crazy this looks. I mean, if you're someone, again, just seeing this for the first time, thinking about the old Lego Star Wars games, this looks insane. Also, one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this is because Qui-Gon Jinn is my favorite Jedi of all time, my favorite Star Wars character, and getting to play as him is amazing in this little Lego form. It's pretty sick. So it seems like everything is kind of the same as before. I'm assuming the outlining is like the other game where you can like force stuff. You can use the force, and what's cool about this game mechanic is that you can actually lift things up instead of just push things around. You can actually lift things and control them. It's actually kind of cool. You don't just have to like just keep throwing, force pushing, I guess you could say. There's the classic green lightsaber, the best lightsaber, the green lightsaber, and the attacks look pretty nice. Even little lightsaber noises sound extremely cool as well. And just like that, you can just do normal force pushes, and then you have your little jump attacks, which are pretty cool. Let's take a look at Obi-Wan. You have Padawan Obi-Wan. You see his little Padawan hair strip down on his chest block piece, which is cool. And then the classic blue lightsaber. Looks so sick. What's also really cool about this game is how customizable it is. There's actually a skill tree. Yes, just like some sort of like RPG type of Lego Star Wars game where you can actually upgrade your characters, and it gives them ability boosts and things like that, which is really sick. And then they have like all the unlockables, and you can have the stage or episode selection there, and you start with all the cheat codes you have to unlock. And there's a mini map, which I'm assuming this game's massive. I mean, look at this. This is every planet you can visit in this game. There's like a lot. I don't even know. There's probably a number somewhere I'm not seeing, but there's a lot. And I'm super excited. So again, if you guys want to see like another episode of this, definitely let me know. Maybe I'll do a video, an episode. So this could be like the episode 1 episode, then maybe the next one I'll do episode 2, then episode 3, yada yada yada. Kind of cool. This is actually one of my favorite moments in probably all of Star Wars. Wars is the beginning of episode 1 when they enter the sort of Trade Federation area trying to negotiate with them. And obviously not gonna spoil anything, but it all goes very badly for the Jedi. But I remember this level so vividly on the original PS2 game, and this looks so different but somewhat familiar. It's like a weird dream. It's like everything is sort of the same, but everything is different. And that's kind of funny. They show the plans right there of them attacking Naboo. That's pretty silly. And this is actually where the game starts in episode 1 for the original LEGO Star Wars game. You're in the same room, which is really cool. And they're sort of teaching you all the Force stuff, which again we've already learned by messing around in that first little area, which is something I always kind of do in video games, sort of mess around with all the controls and see what's going on. But yeah, I really like the voice acting in these LEGO games. I think I like these voice actors for the LEGO games as of recently more than some other voice acting I've heard on actual like real shows, which is kind of weird to think about. But I'm very happy that now with these LEGO's games, they're actually like voice acting now instead of just like the little like murmuring and mumbling they used to do in the games. I love that they actually have voice acting now. It's pretty sick. And again, one of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars when they break out of the chamber and they start fighting the battle droids. That's one of my favorite parts in all of Star Wars. It's really sick. And as you can see, the gameplay is different. There's different combat mechanics, which if you don't know, again, in the old LEGO Star Wars games, you would just mash, square, which you can do still, but you can also incorporate circle and jump attacks and combos, and there's health now for enemies, so now every, enemy isn't just a 1 slash or even 2 slashes. They have health bars and HP, which I think is crazy. It's crazy to think about. Also, there's auto block, so you don't actually have to block at all, which I wish there was some sort of mechanic where you had to block the shots. I thought that would be kind of cool, but you actually just auto block, which is kind of interesting. But obviously, as a Jedi, it's probably pretty easy to block blaster shots. You don't have to worry about it. Oh my god, it's a droideka. Those things are really sick. I remember first seeing those for the first time when I first watched The Phantom Menace, and it blew my mind having droids with shields. It's pretty sick looking. Just trying to figure out how to beat this thing, but it's pretty easy. You just have to block it a couple times, and it's pretty easy to break through it. But yeah, that's pretty sick. The droideka, one of my favorite little battle droids they have. Here's another sort of infamous moment in the movie where you breach the door, but I fail completely bad at this. I fail so hard. I have no idea where I'm going. You kind of have to like see where the green outline is and like move your controller a certain way, but I just couldn't figure it out. And it took me a while, so I kind of just was going around it a couple times, and I finally broke it open. It took forever. But like I said, guys, these levels are very, very, very fast. Just like that. We're already done with level 1. That was level 1. I know, in the other LEGO Star Wars games, levels can actually be kind of lengthy. But obviously with how fast these levels are, I'm assuming it takes into account of how long you take when doing levels. But that is something I will say about this game, is that so far it's very fast paced, which isn't a bad thing, because obviously there's 9 movies now instead of just 6, but even then, kind of wish they would have taken a little bit more time with the sort of storytelling aspect of the games, even though I've seen these movies literally hundreds of times. So since we've already completed a level with Qui-Gon, let's go ahead and start running around with Obi-Wan. Padawan Obi-Wan is my favorite version of Obi-Wan. Definitely love Ewan McGregor in this movie for sure. And another aspect of the LEGO games, and all LEGO games, is the sort of not really puzzles. I guess yeah, you would call them puzzles, but just trying to figure out how to get all the mini kits and the bricks. Now instead of red bricks, which is kind of the usual, I guess special currency or whatever, the specialty items you would find in all the LEGO games. Now I think they're called like Kyber bricks. They're kind of like a glowy brick in the game. That's how you actually use to level up in the game, which is pretty cool. Again, the leveling system is pretty cool. You get to like up your HP. You get to like up your attack damage with Jedis. You get to up your blaster damage with like the blaster heroes. It's pretty cool how sort of like, again, it's like an RPG style thing where there's like a skill tree and stuff. It's kind of interesting. yes, I did look up the cheat codes already, and there are no multiplier cheat codes you can unlock instantly, which is sad. You gotta do it the long way, which kind of sucks, but I love running around and picking up the little studs. It's pretty fun. So if you're following along with I guess the story, oh my god, I just drowned right there. We got to go to Jar Jar Binks' homeland, and I guess ask for some help, which is pretty nice. But as you can see, the movies are pretty funny. They're pretty cool. Jar Jar Binks is just as ridiculous as in the movies as he is in this game. It's pretty funny, but yeah, it's pretty sick. The Gungan city is pretty nice looking. Obviously, it's pretty basic on the outside, but obviously how big it is on the inside, it kind of makes sense on why it's sort of basic looking on the outside. But for a Lego game, this is insanity. Like, I did not expect it to be like this. I thought it was going to be more of like an almost remake, but like somewhat different, but like with voice acting as well. This is a completely different game, completely different areas. It's almost again like an open world, leveling up video game for Lego Star Wars, which I never would have thought this is how the game would have went before. And as you can see, you can also talk to other people, and there are side quests in this game, which again, super weird to think about for a Lego game having side quests in it. I mean, I played the Marvel Avengers Lego games, and those were really fun, and they were pretty fast and pretty open, but even then, I don't think they were really like this, if I can remember. And plus, it's Star Wars, so it's better in my opinion. Now, I love Marvel, but there hasn't been a new Lego, like a new Lego game for Star Wars in such a long time. It's pretty nice to see. I think the last new one was when the Force Awakens came out. I think they made a Lego Star Wars game for that. And that was obviously a while ago now, which is crazy to think about. Yes, you can just talk to like the random people of the city, the Gungan city, Gungan city. Boss Nass, very infamous character in this movie. A lot of people also hated this movie because of this guy and how he acted. The planet cool. The planet cool. Nice. I just did a little bit of adventuring after that, just to sort of check out like where like the bricks were and the specialty bricks were and stuff like that. It's pretty sick. And also kind of interesting. Each, I guess, class you could say has their own little things that they can do, and I guess Jar Jar's class, he's like a hacker or something. He can like get into things, which is kind of interesting. It doesn't really make sense because he's Jar Jar Binks, but hey, you know, I guess he's smart with the computers. Now we are headed off to Naboo. Now that we have a little bit of passage through there, it's pretty nice. But again, if you're following along with the movie, it's there's always a bigger fish moment. And as you can see from the HP, it looks like they're gonna have boss fights in this game, which is pretty interesting to think about. I think it's a good idea. I think boss fights are really fun. It's a lot better than what they used to do when they were just like the random like HP bar, and they were just like the hearts, and you had to whack them a couple times. This looks like an actual like, you know, HP bar, which is really nice. I really like how they incorporated that. And yeah, again, there's always a bigger fish. There's a new fish out there, which is pretty cool. I got bit right there. Got chomped on, but again, got saved by this guy. And you just have to go around and shoot the things, which is kind of cool. And just like that, we're in the city of Naboo. This is also one of my favorite parts in the actual Star Wars movie, is when they sort of like ambush the droids. That part is always really sick. Oh yeah, and I'm just showing you guys like the unlockables you get after each level. So they still have like the True Jedi, the free play. They have challenges now, which is kind of interesting. I have no idea like what the challenges even were. And of course the mini-kits, the very popular mini-kits that are always hard to find. And then I guess after every level you get a new character, which obviously we got Jar Jar Binks, but Star Wars Battlefront 2. This will all look very familiar because there is Naboo Theed in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and this actually looks pretty legit to the Star Wars Battlefront 2 Naboo Theed, which is insane because, as you guys know, I loved to play Star Wars Battlefront 2. I haven't played in such a long time, and obviously, probably a lot of you guys watching this video were probably fans of that series that I did on Star Wars Battlefront 2. So, yeah, this is crazy how closely this resembles it, but also you can travel to other areas that you can't in Star Wars Battlefront 2, like this other side of the bridge. There's like a whole, look how big this area is. You can travel more in this game than you can inside Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is, again, a game that uses was it Unreal Engine or whatever that engine is, that really powerful software game, and it's pretty insane. But now we are trying to save the queen from the evil battle droids. And again, just like for Star Wars Battlefront 2 fans, you can sort of remember where to go because of playing that game. It's kind of funny. Oh, there's some guys behind me. I gotta clear them out real quick. One thing I did learn is that force attacks are super OP. I mean, you can just blow over any battle droid with a force attack, which I guess realistically in the movies it's kind of the same way. If you used, the Jedi who use their force powers are really, really powerful. So in the game, it's insanely powerful to use them too. Yes, as you can see, the combat is a lot more fun in this game than what they used to be. Like again before in the other games, you just mash square. See, like I said, this game moves really fast. We're already escaping Naboo, which, if you know in the movie and even in some of the first Lego games, this part actually takes a couple levels. I think it does, and then in the movie it takes a half an hour. But in the game, I mean, we find them and then we're leaving. It's pretty quick. So I would like to think that they would take a little bit more time with the levels and the story. But again, it's 9 games. I keep reminding myself that it's 9 games. So I mean, if each episode took 2 hours, that's that's an 18-hour game, which is actually pretty normal for a story mode. And then all the free play stuff, that kind of makes sense. Look at that force push. That's so insane. I also really like the stance of Obi-Wan. It's pretty cool. I love his lightsaber stance. It's pretty cool. And again, look how big and open the city is. It's pretty cool. I would love to see maybe the city full a little more, which actually that wouldn't make sense because I guess they're under attack, so there wouldn't be people in the city, so it does look kind of empty. But I think that part makes it look kind of eerie, having it be such a big. Oh, that's my bad. Sorry, I accidentally hit one of the guards. It looks sort of eerie with no one in the city. Oh yeah, as you can see that you can push triangle and counterattack battle droids, but it's kind of hard to do when you're just focused on mashing square all the time. It's kind of hard to sort of remember I can push triangle here. I kind of forget to always do it, which is kind of funny. But yeah, just like that, we're already at the main hangar, which again, this is all open world. You can go and run around here anytime you want, which again is so crazy to think about for a Lego Star Wars game. It's super cool. And like I said before, I know for the Marvel games, it's very similar, but again, just it being Star Wars it's very cool. You can see I actually forget what that ship is called, but it is still a really cool chrome ship that I guess belongs to the Queen. I think it has a cool name, doesn't it? I don't remember. And just like that, we're off. Very, very, very quickly. And obviously through that part you have to fly through the blockade, you get shot at, R2 fixes your ship, and then you gotta God, Jar Jar is such an idiot. Even in this game they make him really ridiculous. It's kind of funny. Anyways, you have to find some place to find some repairs, and yes, there is open world flying. There's ships, there's space. So again, this game is a lot crazier than I thought it was going to be. There's open world ship flying, so you can go fly around in space if you want for a little bit. You can even do ship battles and stuff with first sight of Padme. It's kind of cool. And then Qui-Gon in his like deserty outfit, pretty sick. Oh, and R2D2 got him as well in the squad. Oh, another thing that sucks about this game. This game isn't online multiplayer. It's only couch co-op, which is cool and it's a classic. I like that, but man, I wish this game was online multiplayer. I would love to play online multiplayer with this game, but this game is only couch co-op, which is kind of sad. But yeah, there's a little look at the blaster mechanic. It's kind of cool. You have to hold down the trigger and like shoot it like any sort of like Call of Duty game, which again is crazy to think about. You have to like actually like pull the trigger in this game. You can't just like smash square to shoot your blaster. But yeah, again, look how detailed this is. And I know it's a Lego game, and I know it's like very basic looking, but it's a very nice looking basic Lego game in my opinion. I mean, the sand, how it kicks up, the wind, how detailed all the things are, and all the people that are around. The city looks very lively here. It's pretty nice. But yeah, again, if you guys like this, leave a like,